Hello everyone and welcome back to our C programming series. In this video, we are diving into the essential topics operators in C. We will explore what operators are, different categories, and go through examples to understand them better. So let's start. What are operators? So this is the syllabus of today's slides. What are operators, categories of operators in C, details example of each operator, and what about unary operator, binary operators, and ternary operators. So let's start. What are operators in C? Operators are special symbols used to perform operations on variable and values. They act upon operands which can be variable or constant. Operators are always part of expansion and are crucial in programming. They help us make decisions, manipulate data, and logic building. Categories of operators. There are several categories of operators in C. Let's list them up. Then, arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operation, and classification based on number of operands, unary, binary, and ternary operators. Now we will look at each on one in details. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform basic mathematical operations. Plus for addition, minus for subtraction, then star for multiplication, slash for division, then modulo operator. This gives us the remainder after division. These are the most commonly used operators when working with numbers. Relational operators. Relational operators used to compare two values. Equal checks if two values are equal. Not equal to checks if they are not equal. Greater than checks if the left operand is greater. Less than checks if the left operand is smaller. Greater than or equal to checks if the greater than equal to, and less than equal to check whether it is less than or equal to. These return either true or false, usually 1 or 0 in C. The next is logical operators. Logical operators are used to combine multiple conditions. And is logical and then or logical or and not equal to logical not. They help in decision making where we need multiple conditions to be evaluated. Next are the bitwise operators. Bitwise operators at the bit level and is bitwise or there are multiple operators like bitwise and bitwise or bitwise X or bitwise not, left shift, right shift. They are powerful in low-level programming and optimization tasks. The next is assignment, increment, decrement operators. Assignment operators are used to assign values. Equal to is a simple assignment. Then plus equal, minus equal to, star equal, slash equal, modulo equal are the compound assignment. We also have increment and decrement operators to increase or decrease value by 1. Then classification by operands. Operators can also be classified based on the number of operands they work on. Unary operators work on one operand like plus plus, minus minus, and so on. Binary operators work on two operands like plus, minus, equal to, logical, and etc. Ternary operators work on three operands. This is the operator used as a shorthand for if else. We will cover example of each in the coding demo. To recap, operators in C help us perform computations, make decisions, and control the flow of the program. They are a core part of writing any meaningful logic in C. In the next part of this session, we will switch to VS Code and see all these operators in action with example. Now let's move to the VS Code and implement everything we discussed in the slides. We will write example programs for each category of C operators, understanding the code step by step, run it and analyze the output. Let's begin with the arithmetic operator. In this code, we declare two integers a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 3. Then we use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo operator to perform arithmetic operations. Each result is printed using printf. So let's run the code. We get addition equal to 13, subtraction 7, multiplication 30, division 3 because it's integer division, and modulus adds a 1 which is the remainder of 10 divided by 3. So let's go with the another type of operators, that is relation operators. Relational Let's start with the relational operators. Here we compare x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10 using different relational operators. Each comparison returns either 1 for true or 0 for false. Let's run and check the outputs. Sorry, here I have typed the wrong file name. So here we will see for x is equal to y. It will check is x is equal to y or not. Here it gives 0 means it is false. Then x is not equal to y, which is true means 1. Where 0 means false and 1 means true. So let's go with the third type of operators, which is logical operator. Let's look into the logical operators. Here A is true and B is false. We check and or and not operators using the symbols of that operators. Let's check the output of this code. The result is A and B, means both need to be true. Here A or B, here one is true. A not means not true becomes false, and B not one means not false become true. So let's check third type of operators, which is bitwise operators. Let's work with the bitwise operators. Here A is 5, which is converted after converting in binary, we will get 5 is equal to 0 1 0 1, and 3 is equal to 0 0 1 1 in binary. We apply bitwise and or XOR, not then left shift and right shift in this code. Let's execute this and see what it get. File name is bitwise.c. Bitwise.c. Let's run the code and we will get the output. Here A and B. Only last bit is common. A or B, all bits that are set, bits that are different are 6. Then bitwise complement 6 to -6. Then left shift by 1, which is get 10, and shifts right by 1, we will get 2. Now the next type, increment, decrement and assignment operators. So I will just give the name as AID dot C, which means assignment, increment and decrement. Let's explore the assignment and with increment and decrement. Here we start with x is equal to 5, then we are adding using plus equal to operator, then we will incrementing it by 1 and then decrementing by 1 using minus minus. So let's check the output of this code. So here you can see after plus is equal to means 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, then after plus plus means we have 7, 7 it will get incremented by 1, we will get 8, and after minus minus or using minus minus or decrement operator we will minus it by 1, so we'll get 7 as the answer. Let's write the last about urinary, binary, urinary and ternary operators. For that I will give the name as UBT dot C, means urinary, binary and ternary operators. Simply std dot h, the 99 function. We have to tell the operating system that our program is executed successfully. For that return 0. We will take a as an integer, we will store at 10, then b as again integer, we will store the value 20 in it. Quernary operator minus C changes the sign. Then binary operators adds the two values as A and A plus B. Ternary checks which value is larger and assign it to max. Okay, let's run the program. The output is minus unary operator become plus 10 to minus 10. Then addition of A plus B, which is required two operands, means it is binary. A plus B is equal to 30. Then ternary operators, which requires three operands. Since B is greater, we get the output as 20. Okay, that brings us to the end of the operators in C language. We have seen how to use each type of operator, written sample programs, and understood the outputs. Practice writing similar examples to reinforce your learning.